And good evening, everyone who is watching the stream of ID. Arrives finally on air. Today we got some time to play some DayZ, even though I could make it a little bit earlier maybe, but I ended up, not doing it again. Just give me a second. I'm having kind of issues here, not related to streaming. I started my stream and then, well, I mean, there are things going on in the background, and let's say I almost splashed high temperature liquid, not water, on myself. I forgot about the scene that was heating up. So and I just needed to turn it, but I decided to move it around and not like splashed it all around me, but not on myself. It would have been painful if I poured that accidentally on myself. So okay. What's going to happen for those who just joined, who doesn't know? The title of the stream is just the title of the stream. It's not something that's going to 100% happen. But I got an idea. I don't remember what server I was on. Oh, freaking hell! Give me a second. So was I on this server? Let's see. Okay, I was on this server. So the wipe's coming. One way or another, it is coming. It's coming just not one way. It's coming one way, just sooner or later, and actually sooner. Couple weeks, 3 weeks, less than a couple of weeks, and we have a bunch of characters. And I've been kinda struggling to actually find some adventures for them. So what is going to happen then? I'm going to try something complex. The title of the stream is not that I'm going to not that I really want to raid some bases, no, but in order to trick the gods of DayZ into thinking that I must be stopped, I'm going to go on a complex mission that will include going to another server, getting some explosives there. I know where to find some. I got a little bit help with that. So then returning back to the server, to another server, and going to that base that I found and blowing it up, or blowing up another base. So traveling a lot with the set destinations. But again, if we see something going on, that's the priority. The mission is just to trick the gods of DayZ into thinking that something gotta start happening on my way. So, and sometimes you just wouldn't find any adventures on a server with a bunch of players. Well, I mean, coastal fights with wrecks and sticks and stones, it's not really like adventures. And sometimes you would find absolutely crazy fights on a server with 5 players. So that's what we hope. That's what I really hope to start happening. I really kinda rely on it, because the gods of DayZ, they are like that. They see you trying to do something, and then they make you stop from doing that, no matter what. Okay, this is this is this. Okay, let's check, by the way, this hill. People make bases there and make stashes on this mountain. That's like the highest point, one of the highest points on the map, I think. It feels like. And let's start moving to where I can find some explosives for blowing up bases. And by the way, we'll have to find some room in my inventory. It would be nice to find a big backpack. I'm going to check maybe a couple locations here on the way. We'll see how it goes. We have sorta a goal, but if something tries to distract us from that goal, we'll be just happy to be distracted, to be completely distracted from the goal, from reaching the goal. So yeah, this is like actually a place to build a couple things, I believe. A place to hide a couple things. Find some trees here and there. Even some more or less even surface to build a base. Things like that. Okay. From here, let's go to I don't know how to call it. There's a house, and sometimes there's a lot going on around this house in terms of like base building activity. But we are moving to our destination one way or another. Yeah, it really feels like this is the highest point. I won't be able to see the players from this distance, right? Neither zombies, no players. I'm just curious. So that's the main street. I might be able to see the well from here. Yeah, the well's somewhere over there behind the tree. Well, the weather is as perfect as it gets. I think it cannot really be more clear. But yeah. Oh, freaking hell, I can see Sitnik from here. I mean, and the Sitnik summer camp, hunting camp. Insane. Okay. Let's start traveling and listening. At any point we might get distracted from our mission, I think. Yeah. That's just Tarnov. I can see Tarnov from here. And I can see the freaking church of Tarnov. The one that's on a hill. Kinda away from everything. So, and the rules are, well, there's only one rule right now. To avoid playing with a new spawn character. So, if I get returned back to the coast, forcefully, then I should just go to another character and avoid trying to like get revenge or get to my dead body if it's possible there. So things like that. I should just switch to another character and start another run from there. Okay, I thought I was going in the right direction, but sorta kinda. Sorta kinda. Maybe took a little bit to the right or to the left. So this house with a couple of hunting shacks feels like it's far away from everything, but in fact actually it's pretty easy to reach. There's a zombie there. Oh yeah, that was a big base, but by the look of it, even from here, I think what would be the right way to put it. I don't think there's anything left there. Mail. I really hoped for a backpack here. That'd be great. I need a larger backpack. Ooh, that's like solid. That's like really solid. Well, of course it's breached already. And everything's destroyed, but look at this. A lot of time was actually put into this base. Oh, some water, nice. So what's in the house then? Some storage still left, but I'm afraid everything is empty. This cannot be moved. Interesting. Yeah. They just again despawned almost everything. Some car batteries left in here. And a bunch of crates. Because people keep finding them and keep checking them, these crates are not going to ever despawn. Shooting them would be one way to destroy them. Let's see actually how hard it might be. Oh yeah, pretty hard, I would say. Can it damage several at once? Not with this bullet penetration, I suppose. And what did I just achieve? My suppressor getting damaged. That's what I so far achieved. Yeah. I managed to ruin 2 crates and damage a couple more. Yeah, disassembling it with the right tools would be actually probably the best way to do it. I don't have the right tools. Instead of the right tools, I have the freaking tire iron on my back. Yeah. I'm going to be shooting really in a loud way. That's kinda, yeah. Adventurous doesn't mean suicidal. Don't want to attract attention. Attract unnecessary attention. And there's always a couple of mushrooms waiting for me in here. And this is empty. Well, I got mushrooms. Okay, let's take care of our silence pistol. It's a good weapon. And I have a lot of rounds for it, so it's really useful and compact. I would either run with Desert Eagle, and that would like automatically force me, well, push me to avoid using it on zombies because of how hard it is to find the rounds for Desert Eagle. Pretty hard. Or either I would use something like Bison, but that thing is huge, even though it's absolutely amazing if you want to kill a lot of zombies. Large magazines, rounds everywhere, so things like that. Oops, wrong rounds. But this is actually pretty powerful, even if I need to use it as a last chance weapon. And at the same time, well, at least I managed to find some rounds here. Not that much. I've been using them left and right. So initially I had a lot, and I still have 2 boxes and half of a stack. Okay. Let's see what pieces we should eat. The ones that have the least amount of meat on them. $43? Yeah, 43. Character still kinda full. We are going to need room, so it's better to start eating. And of course, let's eat the mushrooms. They came in for free. And I'm going to just use them, consume them right away. Even though I might be getting a little bit too full. I don't remember, though it's been like not that long ago. I don't remember what this character had the last time before logging out. Okay, but one way or another. Let's go. Check a couple of secluded places on our way, and if we get lucky, yeah, we get some explosives, and if we get room for them, because it seems like oh, nice. Do I need you? Well, sorta, kinda. The shoes are damaged. Okay, I'll fix them later. Actually, one thing I can do, I can ditch the tire iron. But on the other side, what if I find a car? That's like even more adventures. That usually end up with me getting run over by my own car or just crashing into a pole at a pretty high speed. Fatal speed. It's a nice group of trees to hide something in them. Well, let's see if somebody used them for this purpose. Definitely you can have a couple barrels, shelters, maybe even a tent. And car, of course, but I would just kinda stop at a couple barrels, boxes and shelters maybe. Some crates and some storage pretty much. Limbrode. Even though we're kinda on the coast, we are a little bit away from where people start their first activity. Even though people spawn here, but they just spawn here and then run straight towards the nearby settlements. So those are natural points of attraction. And here it can be so secluded, even though pretty close, that I at some point kept finding cars here. Well, we found just a raided base, but that place is very well known. That house. People like me check it every time they end up in its vicinity. Okay, that goes to the edge of the map, and there is, I think, somewhere is a nice house with a lake. I don't remember ever. No, I think once I found a ruined base in this house. This is going to be the second time. Yeah, lots of this stuff here on this server. Nice. Looking for like possible stashes. Oops. This is all, well, there's nothing left here. Everything's despawned. Okay, this was more or less, how to say it right. Yeah, Neo finished it by the look of it. Or started despawning here. More or less like real. So it's hard to create perimeter around this house. That I understand. The fact they managed actually to build anything there, it's like already pretty amazing. And a nice picturesque lake nearby. Okay, this server kinda used to have, I mean, people, let's put it that way, people build bases in the north on this server. That's nice. And of course it has sense in terms of like resupplying to have your base on the coast. But on the coast they can get raided even by new spawns with just knives. These days it's just a matter of finding knives, sharpening stones and spending some time on it. But people used to do it with just their bare fists. That's used to be a thing. Okay. Let's see, there should be another house somewhere in this forest. I don't want to miss it. Is it going to be like bingo? 3 out of 3? 3 abandoned bases in like 3 consecutive visited secluded places. Has to be somewhere here. No? No, not here. Somewhere over there maybe? A little bit farther, I suppose. So yeah, I know all the good locations. It's just we ended up being a little bit late to the party, both times. Oh yeah, I can see a pole over there, so... I heard something that didn't sound like a zombie. I tried to knife the door, to stab it with my bayonet. You can do that. Okay. And yeah, we have 3 out of 3. Another abandoned base, though this one just a gate. 3 out of freaking 3. Yeah, people sometimes leave like tents and barrels around here in this tree line as a backup storage. Yeah, but I'm not going to check the whole tree line. Let's keep going. Maybe drink some water at Kalimbrode, because there's a well there. We'll have to eat the food, but I think we'll be able to do that. Blah, blah. Where's my canteen? Here it is. We're not that far away from Kalimbrode, so let's start drinking. Perfection. There has to be an opening here, yeah. That's like 2 steps away from Kalimbrode. And once I found a car here. And that car wasn't ready to be driven, but it had some loot inside. Good enough for any new spawn. And because it wasn't ready to be driven, I kinda kept checking it out and repairing it. It took me a couple days, and it stayed here just for a couple days. 2 steps away from Kalimbrode. Nobody took even around from the trunk. Nobody found it here. This opening is just young trees. The characters, you can see, is pretty old. Still has the Christmas loot. Some more food. Couple goats. So I don't need it. Yeah. Didn't remember there was a road here, but okay. The place is probably empty, but usually this place actually has a lot of new, well, has some new spawns. Oops, that's the wrong one. Is it really possible for me to kill them with my bayonet. With just one. Oh yeah. The first hit for some reason I missed. But then it worked. You got to aim higher, I think. If you want to like strike them down with just one shot. With one swing of the bayonet. And that's not a real tomato. It's a zombie. Looks like a player for a second. We're still digesting water, so won't be able to drink as much. But I think a couple canteens should, a little bit less than a couple canteens should feed. Be able to have at least like 3/4. Why is my character blinking? No. Just fill the canteen and let's keep going. No signs of people here. The place hasn't been, by the look of it, looted. Yeah, that's a backpack, but not the one I kinda wanted. I wanted a little bit larger one. Oh. Okay. I have a feeling I'm surrounded. What did you have? Oh, more food. Okay. Small one. I'll gladly take. Yeah, just checking the buildings on the way. Nothing really interesting. Though there is a garage here that people forget about. So this one for some reason seems to be not that popular among base builders. Maybe because it's literally part of Kalimbrody and people just... Well, I mean, people usually don't go uphill. People go downhill to the military base, to the river, then to the military base and whatnot. Looking around in case we see some stashes or something, but here, yeah, the chance of that is pretty... Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Okay, I guess it's time to increase the gamma a little bit. Let's see if I can bayonet this one. Yeah. The only problem here is that I don't have a lot of stamina to do this trick. Just several times in a row, in case of several zombies coming. Oh. This thing I actually need. This thing I actually do not have. And this place spawns some police and military loot. Yeah, 2 guards of the bridge over there. Just a wheel. Okay. Yeah, spawns police loot too, so they all like in police zone. Cool. Okay, and then to that house. Aren't you a little bit far away from the place? That's the problem with this method. It does work, but with the stamina you can hit them. You can, well, yeah, swing at them only once. You stab them once, and then if they don't die, you gotta take some hits. So this place spawns hunting loot. That's not really hunting. That's not really hunting. Okay. Can I knife this one? I think it lost me. Okay. Got it once. Got it twice. Is the back door locked too? That's a train over there. This one's not military, I suppose. This one's just a train. Oh, you look at that. This is like locked. Okay. Yep. So somebody just, locked the door just because they wanted to log out. People don't know you can break in easily and that it might get unlocked, I think, on server restart. I'm not sure how persistence of the locking works, but yeah. Or the pistol itself is damaged. Let's give some love to the pistol. Take this instead. Then let's give some love to the shoes. What's damaged? The glasses. Okay, this we are leaving. And that one we are taking. Okay, I guess it's time to eat a little bit. We eat everything, I suppose. So this one has... instead of eating, we are reloading the gun. Okay, so here you go here. This magazine technically I can ditch. This one of the sharpening stones I can ditch too. Just got to check if everything is fixed. One of the spark plugs I can ditch. The one that's badly damaged, for example. So 52, 63, 67, 63, 75. So let's eat the ones that are 63, I guess, first. We're still not 100% energized, but after this food we might actually get to that point where the chevrons, the arrows, they just stop going up and would be just going up and down constantly. Are we going to find any bases over there? Not there, over there. That's Brenner. Yeah. We're actually losing quite some water just because of running. Stopping at Kalimbrode to have a little bit of water was probably a good decision. Yeah, that's the second deer stand today. Chicken stand with a Mosin compensator in it. This group of trees looks kinda inviting to have a barrel in it. A couple. Yeah, this is pretty serious and very close to new spawns. Boom, boom, boom. Interesting. I don't have my chat on screen for some reason. Kinda miss that somehow. Chat's not appearing on screen. That's strange. Just not working anymore. Let me check. Let me troubleshoot it really fast. I guess it's better not troubleshoot it while playing DayZ. My machine has a nasty habit of crashing if you start like using the browser when playing DayZ. Well, I mean, not always. It's not like 100% rule, but that happens. I tried to restart it several times, but the captcha's not getting back. I think it's by the same guy who created Nightbot, NightDev, or is it though? Because the website is NightDev. What's that lawn over there? Ah, oh. You can see that small military installation from here. And that thing is military, though it has like only one guard booth that spawns military loot and nothing else that would spawn anything. You can see the train down there. Okay, we definitely can eat this, I think. That's like a normal train. I said it's not military, it was military, but I'm not sure, 100% not sure myself. The cows have occupied this yard. Any bases in there? Okay, this time doesn't look like it. Is this one's going to be locked too? Oh no. There was a base in here. So I found 4 abandoned bases in one run. 2 of them still had storage, though even one had just bits of pieces of loot. This is like insane. So to find in 1 hour 4 full-fledged bases, abandoned, without loot, but still they were like proper bases. Well, one of them was just a gate and a garage, so not much. But the rest were all pretty serious structures. Okay. Finishing up the food. There's one more secluded house to check, but that one never has bases. Just I don't know, maybe it's hard to build around it or in it. I'm not a base builder. I don't actually know what's suitable and what's not suitable. I'm a base raider. Yeah, this road is always, it's way longer than it kind of feels. I think there's a car that might spawn here. So that's why this secluded house might be of interest. Plus, cooking a lot of food uninterrupted, away from everybody. Okay. Now let's get our explosives. Should be somewhere in the area. I got some help with that, but that's like, I think, enough to break into just one base. I know this one didn't spawn motion compensator. It would have been like 3 out of 3. So has to be a bush and a tree. Here we go. That's the stuff that that was left for me. So there's quite some to actually take in. The teddy bear goes back. So yeah, we got to start figuring things out. So this goes here too. We are leaving it behind. This goes here then. So we get a little bit of room. We could take actually the teddy bear to protect the detonators. So let's enjoy the food. We have to fit all that stuff in our pockets. Like this. So we have 2 sharpening stones here. That's a little bit excessive. If we are not going to raid the base with just knives, and we are not going to raid the base with just knives. And actually I have a little bit too many knives. Okay, I managed to fit this in. Ooh, the amount of bandages I have. Okay, let's ditch the spark plug. Let's ditch this used bandage. So then there is room for the teddy bear with the detonators. And electrical kit doesn't look like it's going to fit. So we have 4. So let's do it like this. Then let's move this spark plug here. Then we play around like this, so that we can take the electrical kit. Yeah, I don't think so. Though I actually can leave this behind. Yeah, I don't really need it. So, and then something else. The glow plug, that's an idea. Not that I really need that electrical kit, that's the thing. Let's just keep our nice stuff. So the electrical kit is nice, but only if you have an explosives and if you find that protector case. So then you can use that electrical kit to create some very potent explosive device made out of 2 bricks of plastic explosives. So you gotta have a lot for this to actually work. So I guess I'm completely full, and this I don't really have a lot of rounds for the. Well, I mean, I could actually reload it, but then yeah, I don't have a box outside, so wouldn't have anything outside of this. So yeah, that stays. Okay, So we are ready to do some to make some explosions. And need some more mushrooms. Oh, I just realized, is it possible to pack a mushroom into a gift paper? That'd be an interesting present, especially if it goes bad, and it will go bad after some time. So, rotten mushroom. Okay, let's see. Can I pack it? Yep. It is definitely wrappable. But I don't have room. Okay, I guess this goes away. Or this goes away. Yeah, I have 3 of them, one way or another. Okay, so we'll make a present. That's another thing. With a mushroom inside. That, if it stays on the ground for long enough, or I know how to make it stay on the ground for long enough, you got to put it in one of the crates. And we have a bunch of crates in that house down there. Sorry. That's a water bottle in that corner. So this mushroom is dried though, they last longer. But not that longer, I suppose. Back to the house. So freaking full, but at least I'll get some room back immediately after making that gift. That's why I kept wrapping paper, to be able to wrap the stupid gifts way outside of the period of the event on these servers. To confuse the hell out of people who, well, let's put it that way, less experienced in what's possible in DayZ and what's not. Yep, works if you take them by surprise. And it's not a silent kill, it's just not giving them opportunity to... Oh, that's some food. Not giving them opportunity to do anything. Even though they might actually get aggroed already, but yeah. Okay, so binads seem to be useful. That's a new thing for me. Okay, here we go. That's a very good one. Or we can do even better. Sorry, cow. I need you for that present. Okay. Ooh, can I wrap the pelt? No, the pelt I cannot wrap. There's a lot of guts in this cow, and I definitely can make a present out of guts. Wow. Okay. They don't get rotten though. That's going to stay in there for a very long time before somebody finds it. Okay, and now we can eat the mushroom. And now we can move things around if we wanted to. But everything kind of feels fine already. We got some room. Yeah. Okay. Everything stays the way it is. I can go back and pick up actually the stuff that I left behind. Now I have room for the electrical kit. Well, I mean, I might. It's always nice to actually have more powerful explosives than less powerful explosives. And making like an explosive device out of a protector case and a couple bricks of explosives and then a detonator, it's like a nice thing. But so with that one you can actually detonate 2 explosives with 1 detonator. In case you don't have a lot of them. Yeah, I cannot swap. Stupid. Okay, so we didn't find any active bases on this server, so we got to go back to the server with the active bases. But I got to take a short break before we continue. So you know the drill. Some AFK time for me, some clips for you. Don't leave the channel. Those are interesting clips. Those are from my own collection of clips that I've been kind of collecting for more than 10 years, I think, at this point. Yeah, definitely for more than 10 years. So clips from old DayZ, clips from new DayZ, clips of me killing people, clips of me dying in a stupid way, clips of some strange crazy things that sometimes happen in DayZ. So yeah, pretty much. And I'll be back in a sec. That's the wrong one. That's the right one.
Stairs. It's the 3rd floor. Take a shot. Oh, it's coming to you. Is he around? You got him. Yeah, you got him.
Hello.
Fuck it.
Okay, I'm back. So let's go to that server. We at least found one active base. It was some time ago. The server might be, the base might be already gone. But yeah, let's go. And let's see if the gods of the Z try to stop us. Because we're on a mission. That's kind of my way into... Oh, the cap shot just started working on its own. Nice. So that's just my way of tricking the gods of DayZ into giving us some adventures, because usually when you need to do something in DayZ you absolutely cannot. You'd get all sorts of distractions and just simply you might get killed, and or well there would be like a lot of things to distract you if you're on a mission. And if you're just roaming freely, yeah, it's pretty hard to find anything that way. So let's pretend we are on a mission, and we kinda are, but the importance of it is definitely a lower priority. So, and yeah, maybe find some adventures on the way. Maybe the easy gods give us some adventures on the way. Okay, and we are... Where are we? Oh boy, okay. Haven't been to this place in a very long time. We are in Lookup. This place actually has a couple of spots that base builders really like. Nice. That'll come in handy. Let's reload the mag since we made the stop anyway. This place used to have quite some time ago tons of bases. I once found like 4 and just in this town and around, which is of course like a ton. So let's check a couple of spots for those bases. And so that garage, that it attracts people, it attracts base builders like, I don't know, like honey attracts insects. Not today though. Nice to see, at least once in a while, this place empty. But that's not the only spot around here. So let's go. We need to move in that direction roughly anyway, so we are not even like delaying anything. We are not even getting distracted. And whatnot. So there is a farm in here, People used to build bases there, but these days it happens rarely. But there's another garage like this one on the other side of the town. Well, pretty much outside of the town. That seems to be still pretty popular among the players. Would be nice to find some sorry, hiccups, some wire. Oh, it's a real car. Okay, that's something to maybe go back after blowing things up. Let's see what's the state of it. I mean, that's ready to drive pretty much, just needs water. And I think we can give it some water. The wheels are damaged. Okay, let's see if we have any troughs around here. This place might have some troughs with water. Or actually, yeah. We absolutely don't need any troughs, because there is a lake just behind. I could hear steps. That's a zombie following me. For some reason decided to go around the wall. Okay, no bases in this one. Let's check the place we were going to. And then actually I know what to do with the car, even after blowing things up. So I have further plans on using that one. If we survive, of course, of course. Bases in here? No. Very strange placement for any structure, but I mean, maybe I don't understand the genius of this designer. Okay, we have only one water, yeah. Only one water vessel. Okay, didn't expect to find a car. Yo. Everything's happening all at once. But now I want to get the car. We got one distraction. And I want to get the car going. It's like not every day you find on a server that's like actually active, you find a car that's ready to drive and just needs motor and the spark plug, pretty much, and a key. So we'll have to do a couple of runs. I don't mind. So let's see where we are starting to get distracted. First the car, but the car actually might get us to the base way faster. With way more comfort. The wheels are not in good shape, but you cannot really have everything. At least they're all here. Yeah, I keep confusing zombies just by ignoring them completely and disappearing before they can lock onto me. Oh. Finally aggroed on me. Hey. I want to feel the yes, because of the tall grass. The tall grass needs to be changed. The hitbox of it seems to be a little bit too much. The interaction hitbox is insane, and not sure if it really even needs one. Is that a base? No. Yeah, this way I'm not going to get the stamina. It's interesting that sometimes you can just one punch them, and sometimes you can just sometimes you need 3 stabs with your bayonet. So we heard the shot that sounded in the area, not something distant, not really close, but I kinda couldn't really catch the direction of it. Felt like it came from around the airfield, but the airfield is gassed. That's the fourth canteen. And we're going to need 5.5 roughly. So maybe that farm has some troughs with water, but here we have a natural trough with water. Okay, we can hear zombie. Like this. Okay. Did I get him? I hope I did. Yep, okay. So we heard somebody shooting. And we got them. Yeah, I never actually emptied the canteen. Okay. Was he alone? That is a question. Thank you, Whoop. Thank you. It was like 100% a reflex. And I trained on zombies. I didn't aim, I think. It was hip firing. And I really trained hip firing without crosshairs because it's like first person on zombies. That do not do. So just as I told you, we try to get some sort of a goal. We try to we start working towards getting it, and then we start getting distracted like insanely. A car, a dead guy. Well, he's dead now. Any water vessels? So he kind of was coastal. Okay, let's take this. And let's take his gun just in case. Can drop his gun in here. Take the he probably was a little bit amazed by my look. Yeah, I heard him. I heard steps and they didn't sound like it was a zombie. Yeah, Wop. I think he might have been. He might have been doing exactly that. So I heard him. I heard very irregular steps. That's how I would call it. Okay. Now let's get killed in this car. Either by just crashing into something or getting shot at. Still already a nice adventure. Yep. We are rolling properly now. Let's see for how long. Okay, there's a bunch of barriers in here and a couple of super narrow places. Yeah. Good luck with that. Yeah, the paint is probably not what it used to be. Because of squeezing the car through that hole. Doesn't look like we have a tail. No base in this one. Yeah, gotta be careful here. Gonna get you, good evening, welcome. Yeah. Probably the guy we just killed. Okay, let's go around the fart cloud. while this field is like barely has any obstacles, it's still possible to hit a random hay bale. So let's not do that. That's okay. To me, you don't need to apologize for that. But that was a clean one. I kinda, you know, people think that I sometimes like not cutting myself any slack, but I mean, when it's good, it's good. I definitely myself would just agree with that. So, and that one was actually good. Distant war zone, yeah. And this bush, this here, from a distance looked like a person. It's actually, I think it's kinda iterated through several different models, completely different, while like loading more advanced ones while I was getting closer. Signs of people here, but I'm not seeing yet definitely signs of people, but I'm not seeing that zombies or alive zombies. Anybody actually following the Artemis 2 mission? Have they had the translunar injection burn already? They should have at this point. Just still not that. Well, yeah. Sounds a little bit depressive, but true. Okay, I'm seeing some loot on the ground, and that started at that intersection with police. Okay. Let's go through the city and hide the car somewhere outside of it. So this character wanted to have a car, and she got a car. It's like more than a week ago I played for a little bit and I almost got a car going, but then I just stopped playing. Hadn't played for quite some time, and of course somebody repaired the car and took it or dispounded it. One thing we didn't see in this town, not a single zombie. Okay, I'm actually going to be kinda careful, kinda proper with this car. Not going to leave it in the middle of the road. Well, I mean, random crashes, they don't count. So I'll try to keep it. At least maybe for as long as I can. Don't remember where I used to hide it. Somewhere at the edge. Still closer to Earth. Yeah, of course. Of course they are. It's gonna take like 3 or 4 days for them to just get there. Oops. Yeah. The windows really need some cleaning here. That's the nice spot. That's the nice spot, and I'm not the only smart guy in town. Exactly where I used to hide the car. Oh yeah. That seems to be kinda not really that full, but this backpack is nice. I mean, I keep finding things today, okay? But this is like out of, I don't know, out of any luck. Looks rated, yeah, but still, come on. It's like insane. And I wanted myself a better backpack. So here's one. There's like even this, so you can actually get geared pretty fast here. Well, I mean, get some nice clothes here at this one. Though it feels like, yeah, it is actually raided. But man, come on. I just found it where I was looking for, where I was going to leave my car. It's insane. Okay, I'm not leaving the car in the tent. I kinda hope to get back to it today. So... But... I just wanted to park my car here. I've used this place a couple times. Or maybe this one, or that. Okay, pretty much doesn't matter which one. They are like all next to each other. They might not see it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to leave it here for long enough, and doesn't look like they've been around their tent for a pretty serious period of time. Or maybe they've been just taking from it and not really even thinking about replenishing it. I don't know. But still, that's like insane. Somebody thinks the same way as I. Well, even if I die, if I get time to play again, I might use another character to get here and take the car. So many places. On one side, yeah, you are right. You're completely right. So from one kind of side of, I don't know, of the coin, of the sticks. The other way, the other thing is that people keep finding new ones. People keep doing. People keep trying to hide things in a plain sight, and sometimes very successfully. Today I remember that car that I found in a clearing next to Kalimbrode, and it was very obvious. It was even red. But I know that it stayed there for actually quite some time. For at least for 2, maybe 3 days. It stayed there. And then I took it. I mean... Okay, somebody been through all these places on the server tonight. But I think they might have been moving just south. Yeah. Just south. A stick of glue. Do we need to fix anything? No, but my stick is not full. The battery is ruined. Somehow the battery got ruined. Probably because of the zombies. Okay, so technically speaking, it's of course very risky to leave a car next to somebody's pretty much camp. But, well, I mean, that type of risk I'm going to take. It's not anything like lethal. So see, my idea is working. So gonna get you. I explained at the beginning. My idea it is that in order to find adventures, I got to trick the gods of DayZ thinking that I'm on a mission. And the more complicated the mission is, the better. So, and they would then try to stop me, at least try to distract me from reaching any goals. And that's exactly what started to happening. The mission is to break into a base, but yeah, that's not even close to any like priority. And we found the car already, we got a kill. It's interesting that the guy, I think he made that shot, and then he came to us, which is sorta a little bit insane. He made that shot and I was busy. I was filling up the radiator of the car. So I ignored the shot. Well, I did not, like, I acknowledged it, but I didn't go there. Okay, please be there, please be there, please be there. Please still be there. Oh yeah. It is still here. Gonna be maybe a little bit too much for just this small wall. That's one of your teddy bears gonna get you. Still there. Still waiting for their hour. And let's just hide. Well, it attracted zombies, but obviously it sounded like maybe just another roll of thunder. I'm trying to flush it down the toilet to completely avoid any suspicions. It just doesn't want to stay on it. Well, you did not, but once you found them and gave them to me, yeah, it doesn't want to stay on it. It just doesn't want to stay on it. It just rolls off. Okay, that'll do. Okay. Did the zombies just go away? There's a couple crates. Okay. Well, I mean, even for this couple crates. Maybe the placement wasn't the best. I think I'm going to destroy the crates with the explosion. But whatever. So the teddy bear is yours, but the detonators were mine. The teddy bear had some a mine and gas grenade. Detonators are mine. This one goes into the washing machine. No, they survived. Well, okay, there's something useful in here. This and this. That's useful. That's definitely useful. Well, for them not to lose their nails and the lock. Let's just leave it in here. If they want to rebuild, they are welcome. Okay, it wasn't much. Oh, that's food. But it was a base. That was a good base. I mean, very coastal, with very little loot in it, but it was a legit base. I mean, I could maybe try to repair it, but I don't feel like it. Next time, maybe. Now, let's take the car to the woods. Let's use this opportunity to travel, and our next mission would be to find more detonators. Never bayoneted that with a gun. I actually, it does work. I've been doing it today quite a lot. The only problem is that my stamina is low. So, but it's quite possible actually to kill it with just one stab. But, which is strange, if it's not one stab, it's not like a one tap kill, then it's like 3. So if you are a new spawn, like with just a bayoneted gun, well, gun with a bayonet, yeah, definitely. If you don't have a lot of loot. There's a couple of zombies ahead. Let's actually try that on them. It does work, and sometimes surprisingly well. You got to aim higher. I think that like these hitboxes, they are all over the place. To be honest, it like doesn't feel legit even, but yeah. Okay, these guys, yeah, they are back. Let's take one without any armor. You cannot stealth kill them, but if you take them by surprise, like this, it's like tap, and it's done. It's almost like if they aggro, they get more HP. Any more around here? Like just a couple in the fields. As you can see, it does work, but it's hard to figure out when it does work and when and why. When it doesn't work, why it doesn't work. This one's wearing an anti-stab vest. Okay, 2 hits. And my jeans are damaged thanks to him. Anything useful? In my jeans? A lot of useful stuff in my jeans. The only downside is that the gun gets super long. And I don't think you can attach bayonets to like short guns. Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe the shortest one that would take the bayonet would be M4. And I think I'm wielding the longest one possible. Oh, I actually never changed the sound. But good, because the thunderstorm was a little bit loud. Okay. Back to the car in no time. Is it back to the car? And by the way, this is not just your standard backpack. This is a bunker backpack. Somebody been to the bunker to get this. Let's see if they have anything around. Maybe something on the ground, but that would be hard to tell because I'm not really the type of person who would find things like that. So maybe it's just their coastal garage. That's why it looks like this. Now, since we got some rounds from that raid, let's reload finally 2 magazines. One gigantic one and one small one that's spare. Just a 30 rounder. As you can see, Ganegechi, I have 3 knives and 2 sharpening stones. But that guy who I killed in Lukov, he actually had a crossbow. I should have packed it in the trunk. I kinda didn't even think about doing that. But I should have taken it in the trunk. Because I have everything to raid the bases. I would have had everything to raid the bases quietly. Audio. Back to low. Yeah, oh, yeah, I cannot see anything. There's like a ton of rocks in here. And tree stumps. And I'm not even talking about the trees themselves. Okay, let's get back to the road. Oops. Wrong direction turn. Okay, nice. We got to raid the base that I found like several streams ago. Though it didn't have much, but still. We raided it. We found the car, we killed the guy. And actually, yeah, the mission we achieved, well, not achieved, fulfilled, but the mission we completed, that's the word. The mission we have completed. Oh, hello. Police event. Let's pretend we are part of police event here. And take a look at the traffic incident here. Interesting set of items. A wreck. Keep collecting like random guns. Another rack. Okay, let's have a ton of racks. I once filled the car with fire access in Topolin. It was there was actually a Volga spawned next to the fire station, and the fire station was spawning fire access like it was the last day, and I was able to fill like the whole trunk of the car with the fire access. I don't remember what actually happened. Did I die? Did I just somehow lose the car? There's this Shemach and just Shemachs and Rex. Interesting set of items. Okay. I mean, I don't know why I need 2 Rex in my trunk, but why not? No police. I think they just didn't spawn. Or maybe somebody killed them, but then there would have been bodies. I'm not sure. I think we simply were moving a little bit too fast for them to start spawning in. They are not like wizards. They cannot just appear immediately. They need some time to like wind things up a little bit. So, but if we start getting shot here at Zalesia, then yeah. If somebody just attacks us, if we start taking hits, Zalesia opposite. That's another real one. With a spare wheel even. Okay. I mean, Golf seems to be like the best car. Günther seems to be like the best car in the game. It's pretty fast. It feels kind of good to drive it. Handling feels pretty solid. And it, well, I mean, these days all the cars are actually pretty good on just what would you call it, on unpaved terrain. So just driving on the ground without asphalt. So on the grass and whatnot used to be pretty crappy. Some of them, like no, some of them wouldn't just get any traction back then. Oh yeah, okay. We're getting signs of another police event, but that one happened, I think, quite some time ago. We are clicking. Did you hear 3 clicks? Is it like silent shots? Or is it just my audio card that does it from time to time? Okay. Maybe it was my audio card. I have like, yeah, I need to reinstall the system. It's all because of my Windows being like ancient at this point. It's only still running with all the random software I tried on it, with all the system changes, hardware changes. It's only running because I never allowed it to have auto updates. Yeah, I know, right? That part I understand. But it's old as I don't know what. Old as a fossil at this point. With quite some errors accumulated over the years, so the my Windows instance needs full reinstall from scratch. And the clicks, it's like just one of the problems. There's a truck here, but it doesn't have any wheels. Yeah, I'm kind of using the highways, the main roads here, simply in order to avoid taking routes on the rural roads. It's like it's not easy driving. So, and plus this way we get to visit Polyana, and if there are people there, we get attacked. Okay, I cut the turn just in time to hit the brakes. Here we go. I think somebody tried to disassemble that ruined car. In order to get inside, they removed the trunk door or the lid. I'm not sure. There was a blue part on the ground next to the car. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, actually, wrong way. I'm keeping the car. Yeah, something there was. Something there was, not sure what. But I heard something. Some noise here. Another thing this character might want to do is to go to the bunker. To find the keycard and go to the bunker, because she has, from all the way from the Halloween event, still has that jack-o'-lantern that works as a poor man's night vision. Oh yeah. Do not lose. Oh, I told you, do not. Told you, do not do that. Why is the scene even here? It didn't work in my case. So left the road for a second, but no big deal. The damage was taken when I tried to get back to the road. Punchy Fugonio for... Yeah, I think, yeah, that's the only explanation. Sure. Okay. Let's see if I remember the place where to hide the car. It's kind of hard to see from the inside. The windows seem to be pretty dirty. Okay, not on the third gear, obviously. Cannot see anything in front of me like this. Rolled over something. Oops. It's like a fallen tree that looks pretty nasty for the wheels. Okay, Let me take a look where I need to go. Oh, that's another spot. Let's see if I find any neighbors here. That'd be like absolutely fantastic. Well, I mean, I cannot see my car anyway, so where I left it, so probably can leave it like this. Nobody's going to find it. I think we got to go over there. No, too narrow for this pretty white sedan. Well, I mean, it's not like you're going to be only working, right? So, in your free time, why not? Okay, that's the spot. That kinda I use a lot. But, yeah, of course, it's well known at this point, so... this can be used now only very temporarily-ish. Hey. I told you I don't want to lose the car, like, by just leaving it somewhere on the road. I mean, I'm agree to lose the character, but the car I want to try to keep for as long as possible. What's that there? Did I find a rock? Yeah, gonna get ya. And as you can see, I myself, I haven't been playing properly this month. I think I barely counted 10 DZ streams. So I've been kinda busy too, unfortunately. Want to turn the car around a little bit. Oops, what's going on? Why am I on fourth gear? How did I get here? Okay. I just wanted to park it somewhere here. Closer to the trees. But not 100% in the trees. Like this. I'm going to take the spark plug, but yeah, the rest of it I don't mind. Okay, don't mind living in here. So this is going to probably let me have this car for a little bit longer. By the way, I think the guy who I killed, he had the same armband. Enjoy working? Cool. I enjoy working. That's cool when actually that's the coolest thing, the best thing when you like your job. I mean, I'm totally starting to, well, hate would be a little bit too much to say. I'm starting to really dislike people who'd be complaining about their jobs. Well, who am I to say? I don't have one, but like, if you don't like your job that much, come on, find another one. Killing your feet? Yeah, I guess. I've been thinking about that part of it too, yeah. So, I hope they're paying you, like, well enough to at least have, like, I don't know. Since it's a store, to just have something there, and I hope, like, with a discount. So at least it got to pay for like sandwiches and gasoline. No. I understand the money is not the point, but still, don't let them filthy capitalists to just exploit you. Okay, another place that I like to visit a lot. People build bases here. Yep, I'm looking straight at it. Very, very well. Everything looks pretty normal. This place doesn't look like it does not have a base inside. Well, this all is just a bonus. I was going to the quarry to look for more detonators. Not that I need them, again, it's just a mission to keep the gods of DayZ thinking that I need to be stopped. Okay, let's see if we can use this. Yes, I can. Oh, nice. Miss, good evening, welcome. And then another one. Are you coming? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's just one tap kill. This is just a gas mask. For a second looked like something that doesn't belong here, but whatever. Just a gas mask. Okay, need to fix my nice jacket. My inventory seems to be a little bit random at this point. Yeah. Jacket fixing. And shoes fixing. Shoes. I used to have a feeling that wet shoes would just lose some of their durability. I'm not sure about it now, but I used to have that feeling. that wet shoes kinda lose durability in a pretty serious way. This feels like the Tetris just doesn't work here. Pum, 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 pum. So, yeah. Just trying to reorganize my inventory to get the things. Yeah, that's like one. I need one more here. The glow plug. I still have it. Don't think I'm going to use a Humvee if I find one. I don't really like them. They're too heavy. Simply too hard to control. What if we do this like this? No, that's the west. Yeah, you can. I cannot really do that. The jeans though get damaged too, so might damage the spark plug. Yeah, doesn't really. Then it doesn't matter. So stay the way it is. SKS. Some rounds for my gun. Some being too. Come on, no loot in this? That's disappointing. I keep finding these locked doors today. Oh, that's a big backpack. And yeah, tracers, no thank you. And actually for Livonia. Not my caliber, not with this character. Nothing interesting in here. Okay, one more spot to check. And we'll be free to go. Should have some mushroom between these trees. Some mushrooms. Maybe they spawned between some other trees. A knife. Well... yeah, probably. They just for these days, yeah, they just found a little bit too fast. Okay, so the mission is to go to Nutbar, to get to the quarry and loot it, looking for the detonators. Then there are other places we could actually visit, but Nutbar's quarry. That's usually a solid way to find at least one, maybe a couple. Convoy? What? Where? Where did you see a convoy? Do the detonators spawn on convoys? I don't think I've ever seen them there. Ah, towards that, yeah, definitely. Defo. Yeah, I'm headed, I would say, more towards that another secluded house in the woods that I kinda like. They need to have more houses like this, like, I don't know, like some sort of forest keepers, I don't know, crazy hunters who would live like in the woods. Something along those lines. I say that I didn't want a Humvee. I said exactly that. What the hell they see? An SVD. I mean, it needs only that glow plug. Really abused one, yeah. Ah, and a battery. It needs the battery. It does need a radiator. Okay. There's no battery inside. There's a VSS damaged. Do you have actually any rounds for me? 19. Let's check. Wrong tire. Yeah. Maybe they have like... maybe they have like Sarka somewhere nearby. Okay, I think I lost the direction I need to go in. So, what's the status? 20. Good, 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 good. Car collector, yeah. I found like four raided and abandoned bases in less than 1 hour tonight in the beginning of the stream. 4. And only one of them was just one gate garage. The rest were like really big. Yeah, that way. Away from the power line. Stop at and refill. Yeah. Yeah, I have some water in the canteen that's zombie water, and I never actually purified it. Oh, nice, a blaze. But I have a good sniper rifle already, so I'm not taking the blaze. I don't have rounds for that blaze. The bear, yeah, the bear's here again. Okay, let's see if we get lucky and find the convoy. I don't think that's going to be possible. Yeah, we've had a little bit too much luck today. That over there. Ah, just a fallen tree. So a little bit too much luck today. Just to find 4 abandoned bases. One even with just a couple pieces of loot and like with storage. Another one with storage. Find 4 of them in 1 hour. That's already pretty insane. Even if like they all were empty, still insane. And then we found the car tent and the spot where I wanted to park where I parked my car to hide it for just half an hour in the woods. So pretty insane stream. We gotta find more goals to set, so it's not like we need to do something. We gotta find something to do, and when you have a set goal, strange things start happening with you, like on the side. Okay, but at this point I think I'm going to call it a day. So solid 3-hour stream. That's like enough for me. Plus I still need to do some things before going to bed. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. We even got 1 kill on the coast, and the guy was constantly geared, but we even got 1 kill. So good stream. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Don't leave the channel yet, because we gotta raid somebody. But first, thank you very much, YouTube people, for watching me on YouTube. Please leave a like if you like this video. If you like the stream or video, doesn't matter what you are watching right now, live or recorded. Subscribe for more if you kinda into this type of streaming, though it's usually DayZ, not just DayZ, a little bit more than half of the time, sometimes less than half of the time, so it would be GeoGuessr on the stream. So thank you very much for watching. Anyway, Twitch people, thank you very much for watching. Quite some lurkers tonight, so thank you for lurking. And let's raid somebody. Give me a second to find somebody to raid, and let's raid. And actually, Whoop, gonna get ya. Miss, thank you for jumping in. And let's see who we can raid. Okay, strangely enough, not a lot of people on my following page. Let's check the DayZ section of Twitch, find somebody who we can help a little bit with their viewership. Could help. So for example, okay, there's a person playing DayZ official in English. There's a person playing Livonia, but unfortunately they are doing it in Portuguese, so we cannot rate people kinda streaming in other languages. So let's see. They seem to be on the console, so let's go and say hi to them. Let's see if we can actually go to their do a raid to their channel. That's not the channel I wanted to raid. For some reason the full name didn't get copied. That's the channel I wanted to raid. The link goes in the chat, in the Twitch chat. So let's go and say hi to Drailing Twitch and see how they are enjoying DZ official on a console. Is it like... No, that's Xbox. Yeah. So, judging by the controls. See you all tomorrow. That's it for tonight. Tomorrow, actually, Space Melody Lab stream. Probably not a lot of music tomorrow on Space Melody Lab. We are going to work on the guitar. We are going to try a new, wouldn't call it boutique pickup, but definitely one of the best you can get from manufacturers here in Russia. One of the best examples. So, called Falking Pickups. Yep, indeed it's called like that because Falkin, it's last name in Russian. So the guy who owns the company, his last name is like that. Gonna try pick up from his line of their line of pickups tomorrow on Nicola's guitar, and yeah, see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, good night.